thought I would share a learning from Mama Cacao. So I made 20 grams of cacao into an elixir and connected with Mama Cacao and where I'm at in my learning and moving forwards in my work. So that was the intention, to sit with Mama Cacao and where she's going to take me. And yeah, it was interesting, that's for sure. I very much on my journey since starting with cacao as a sacred healing medicine. I have aspects from my childhood and young adult that came up, in that being half German. I, as a young adult, was in the Air Cadets and we were out hiking, and there were some trees and I'm like, look, oh my gosh, look at all that hearts coming out. It's like, so, it smells gorgeous as well. And then I was corrected because they were like, what do you mean hearts? And I'm like, from the tree. And they're like, that's sap. Oh, but since coming on the cacao journey quite early on, it just made me reflect that the cacao comes, the heart, that the sap is from the heart of the tree, and that's why I love the German word for sap is hearts. Or not direct, obviously a direct translation is sap, but hearing it as a word is hearts, our hearts, the hearts of the trees. So coming onto this spiritual path, obviously it has massive significance, trees, and the sap being the heart of the tree. And with cacao, the flower grows on the tree, and from the flower comes the cacao pod, which just blew my mind because Mama Cacao is a heart opener. She's unconditional love. I've had meditations from sitting with cacao, and she's taken me into the unconditional love of Mother Earth and the shadow side of that, how difficult but how beautiful the unconditional is. Yeah, it can be cruel. It can be very cruel, but beautiful. And obviously how the planet's treated and things, but unconditional love, Mother Nature continues to give unconditionally. And so connecting with the cacao being unconditional love, coming from the heart, the cacao comes from the heart of the tree, the cacao pod. It's like, wow. But in the meditation just before, I was connecting deeper with how, so this analogy that we are all trees, our roots connect down into the earth. So our roots signify our connection to our ancestral line, our learning from our family lineage, our guides, our spirits, whatever. But it's that lineage learning that we're constantly connected to. Then we see the trunk. This is has the Fibonacci sequence in it. It's continually growing, it's connecting, you know, from where we've come from to where we're going to, and it's with us constantly. And if you think of our arms being like the branches, and our head, our face is what everybody sees. And you know, our branches, so when we have children, our friends, family, colleagues, all those sorts of things, that's our branches. That's us growing and evolving and making connections. But what it showed me was the flower, when the flower comes, so like on the cherry blossom. And for me, the way in setting up my work and doing my work, and that's what I love with Mama Cacao, is we're opening our heart centers up. I've had to go through a massive process, and it's taken a long time for many years now to do this healing process in myself, to open my heart up to being my authentic self, to being my true nature, my colourful rainbow butterfly, you know, that I'd shut off for so long, and to this, just to blossom out again. And for me on my journey, and what it is at the essence of what I want to deliver through the essence of all the different things that I can offer, and the different services that I can offer, the different ways of helping people, is all about helping them blossom. It's on my website. Everything that I talk about is us shining bright, allowing our inner light to shine bright. We get dulled down so much by conformity and having to fit in, or feeling like we have to fit in to please people. And our colours dissipate. We go linear, we go black and white or shaded tones, and quieten ourselves down and keep our mouths shut, and we should like box ourselves in or clip our own wings and put ourselves into cages. And it's about bringing that out. And you know, I still don't 100% know exactly the direction that everything's going. I'm just trusting that everything is going in the right direction, because there's so much magic happening. And this learning from the meditation of helping people, me shining my light bright to attract people like the moths to the flame, who will be attracted to the work that I do, because it's resonating with them and where they are on their journey, and wanting to show their, you know, bring their light shining bright to feel good about themselves, better about themselves, happier about themselves, like I've done. And I want other people to be able to do the same in whatever way that is for them. You know, there's so many different ways we can go about that. We're all different. Oh my gosh, it's just amazing. But I was, through the meditation, bringing it back to where I've recently learned as well that so to pollinate the flowers, it's midges. It's like we see them as these little annoying little things. It's like, get off, ah. But without these tiny little fly things that annoy us, we wouldn't have cacao. We wouldn't have this beautiful, heart opening plant medicine that just comes from the heart of the tree. We, as a cacao mama, facilitate bringing this elixir for people to be able to consume, to then open their hearts up to themselves, to help them heal, and to heal unconditionally, to accept ourselves unconditionally. It's so beautiful, and the midges do that. And in the meditation, it was just like, wow, You know, the midges get such a bad rap. They're so annoying. But we do that to ourselves when we're not being our, well, for me, my old MySpace profile was rainbow titanium butterfly, but you know, to be my full rainbow butterfly, you know, over the years, I've been put down and told I'm this and I can't do this and I should be this, and then it's become my inner dialogue to myself. I didn't need anyone else to be negative or to put me down. I still do elements of it now. I'm still growing myself, but it's that thing of like, well, then go, oh, I can't do that, and I'm this and I'm that, and it's like, oh, and midges get that rap because we don't see them for what they are, which is another aspect to them, is this thing of bringing this wonderful elixir to life. I don't know if I've said it all the right way. What came through the meditation, I'll probably have to sit and write it up or something, I don't know, but I had to share that we are trees, we're connected. Okay, we're walking trees when we walk on the earth, when we walk on Mother Earth, and we're connecting particularly with bare feet. We're grounding, or if we're sitting on the ground, we're connecting through the earth, we're connecting to that the ancestral line physically through the earth, that knowledge, like the roots of the tree, the mushrooms, you know, the energies, the frequencies, everything's connected through the earth, but also energetically, as we know. Yeah, I just had an amazing experience with Mama Cacao. Thank you if you've listened.